Good morning, children. In the last class, we have studied about clinical thermometer. In today's class, we will discuss about another one type of thermometer that is called as a laboratory thermometer. This laboratory thermometer is used to measure the temperature of the other object. You can measure the temperature of cold water, hot water, milk, any other object. You can measure the temperature of those objects. We are using a thermometer that is called as a laboratory thermometer. The thermometer used to measure the temperature of the object is called laboratory thermometer. The range of this thermometer is minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. Okay, what is the range of the clinical thermometer? That is 35 degrees Celsius to 42 degrees Celsius. Here this range is what? Minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. And if you see the diagram of this laboratory thermometer, it is similar to that of clinical thermometer, but some changes you will come across in the laboratory thermometer. It is also having a narrow glass tube, and one end it is having a bulb that is filled with mercury. It is having glass tube, and you will come across a mercury thread, and that is a scale measurement. It is mentioned in degree Celsius. You can mention here what this is in degree Celsius scale. Okay, this is a thermometer. That is a mainly made up of glass tube, narrow glass tube, and it is having a mercury thread bulb as well as for measuring the temperature. There will be a scale. This is about laboratory thermometer. Same. It is a narrow glass tube and with bulb and mercury thread scale you will come across, and this diagram also you have to draw in the practical book. And this laboratory thermometer should be used to measure the temperature of the different objects I told. If you want to measure, one activity we will consider, if you want to measure the temperature of tap water, what you have to do? You have to take one beaker and you have to fill half or 3 by 4 of water in a beaker, and you have to keep or immerse the bulb inside this inside the in the beaker. What you have to do while immersing, while keeping this thermometer, you should hold like this. Here one small pin like that you have to hold, and then that the bulb should not touch the container. Should not touch the container, and bulb should be surrounded by the substance. Which substance you want to measure the temperature, that should be kept. Okay. Hold the thermometer vertically and observe the movement of mercury thread in the thermometer. You have to hold vertically like this, and you have to measure the movement of the mercury thread. The bulb should be immersed in this substance. Then it will give the exact measurement of the substance. And this thermometer, also it is by using this thermometer also you should follow some of the precaution. In addition to the precautions of clinical thermometer, there will be some more precautions should be taken while measuring the laboratory thermometer, while using the laboratory thermometer. What is the precaution should be taken while using the laboratory thermometer or measuring the temperature of the substance? First one, you should be kept upright, not tilted. Cross you should not keep, it should be upright like this. This is a rough diagram I have to show. You can refer textbook, then that they have mentioned activity. Okay, you have to keep like this vertically, or it should be upright. It should not be tilted. Bulb should be surrounded from all sides by the substance of which the temperature is to be measured. Bulb should not touch the surface of the container. This bulb should not touch the surface of the container. It should not touch the surface of the container because it will not measure the temperature of the substance, because if we touch the container, that's why it should not touch the surface of the container, and the substance should be surrounded by the bulb. Okay, bulb should be surrounded from all sides by the substance of which the temperature is to be measured. Bulb should not touch the surface of the container. These are the precautions should be taken while measuring the temperature of the substance using laboratory thermometer. This is about the laboratory thermometer. Other things are similar to that of what a clinical thermometer precautions. Only these two are related to what a laboratory thermometer. You should be careful while drawing this thermometer. You have to draw this diagram, okay, in the practical book. Next we have to discuss now. We completed the discussion of clinical thermometer as well as laboratory thermometer. Then what is the difference between laboratory thermometer and clinical thermometer? I think you can guess. This clinical thermometer is used to measure the temperature of the human body, and laboratory thermometer is used to measure the temperature of the object. And the range of clinical thermometer is different and range of laboratory thermometer is different. See, this clinical thermometer is used to measure temperature of human body, and laboratory thermometer is used to measure temperature of the object. The range of clinical thermometer is 35 degree to 42 degrees Celsius, and range of a laboratory thermometer is minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. You have to mention minus 10 degrees Celsius to 110 degrees Celsius. And in clinical thermometer, a kink is present near the bulb. Kink means one somewhat gap, somewhat like this, just down like this shape. That is called kink. Okay, that kink is present near the bulb of mercury in the clinical thermometer. In the laboratory thermometer, you will not come across a kink. Kink is absent in laboratory thermometer. That means while this kink is present in the clinical thermometer, what is the use of this kink? When you keep the thermometer in the clinical thermometer in the mouth, after if you take that thermometer out of the mouth, then you should not come to the below the range. That's why should not fall its own. That's why it will not give the exact measurement of the temperature. That's why it is having kink. It prevents mercury level from falling on its own. It should not fall its own. That's why that kink is present in the clinical thermometer. And this clinical thermometer as well as laboratory thermometer, they are having mercury. Mercury thread, mercury bulb that will give the temperature records. Okay, that it is present in the thermometer. This mercury is very toxic. I told once. Okay, again I will repeat that one. Mercury is a toxic substance. When this thermometer will break, that is very dangerous to dispose of. That's why nowadays digital thermometers are preferred. Okay, nowadays digital thermometers are used because mercury is a toxic substance and is very difficult to dispose of if a thermometer breaks. So digital thermometers are used. Okay, that's why nowadays you saw that when the digital thermometer in the hospital and all, that's why digital thermometers are used nowadays. Because mercury toxic, it is difficult to dispose of. This is about the clinical as well as laboratory thermometer. Another one type of thermometer you will come across, maximum and minimum thermometer. They are used to measure the weather report on the previous days. Okay, this is about the differences between clinical thermometer, laboratory thermometer, as well as the use of ink, why digital thermometers are preferred today. And while drawing the laboratory thermometer, you have to mention here the scale. Wow, from where to where you have to mention, range you have to consider. That is -10 to -10, 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 and 110 degrees Celsius. Like that you have to draw. Okay, you should be careful while drawing this. Draw both clinical as well as laboratory thermometer in the practical book. Okay, you refer this chart and you draw this, or you can refer textbook. It is clear in the textbook. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Thank you.